My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. I'm going to give you my bets for the UFC Paris fight card. But before I do, let me give you $50. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, and make a deposit. If you use our link at WeWantPicks.com/bets, I'll send you $50 as a thank you. It's affiliate marketing. They're going to pay me, so I break off a piece of that money, and I give it right back to you. WeWantPicks.com/bets. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. Let's talk about UFC Singapore. Crazy early start time, at least for us here in North America. The fights kind of delivered. The bets were okay. I'm up units. I made a little bit of money. Jacob lost like a tiny hair of money, not even a full unit. His lock of the week continues to absolutely crush. He had Billy Goff, as did I, thank God. He had Billy Goff. Billy Goff hit. Billy Goff won, and that brings Jacob's underdog lock of the week to 5 of the last 6 events. But the reality is, premium members continue to crush. We have over $66,000 in tickets from premium members. Premium members who went to WeWantPicks.com, they clicked become a member. It's only $10 a month, and they made very real money. They shared those tickets with us. They added context. Original Goulash said first month with WWP. Thanks, guys. Shared some winning tickets. We had NA$, first night joining the server and already green. Wear Blue said bought premium last night, immediately made my money back this morning. Premium members are killing it. You can join them, and once you do, you unlock all the tools and information that they have access to. So of course you're going to get our bets, but you're also going to get the line movement tracker. You're also going to get detailed data, metrics, and analytics. You're going to get so much more than just a couple copy-paste bets. You're also going to get other analysts. Right now there are 4 analysts. It's me, Jacob, Artem, and the Pick Doctor, and we have now added running mouth for 5 different analysts breaking down fights, giving you picks, and giving you bets. If you don't know who Running Mouth MMA is, they're spectacular. They're funny. They've got a great show. They put out some very quality bets, so make sure you subscribe to them on YouTube. And when you become a premium member, use their code. Let them get paid. Anybody under the We Want Picks umbrella gets paid on their own sign-up. So let them get paid. Use promo code MOUTH at WeWantPicks.com. Just click become a member. And the membership is going to get you everything. All the tools I mentioned, all my picks and bets, all Jacob's picks and bets, all of Running Mouth's picks and bets. And there's 3 of them on that show. You're going to get Sean, Tyrell, and Maddie. You're going to get far more than just a couple of bets and maybe a context or 2. It's incredible, the value. WeWantPicks.com, $10 a month. Just click become a member at the top. Use promo code MOUTH so that they get paid for your sign up. Let's talk about this card. This card sucks. I'm going to pause. I need that to sink in. This card sucks. It's a bad betting card. The fights might be incredible. They might be awful. We don't know because half of them have UFC debuts in them. And not like highly touted, couldn't wait for this prospect type UFC debuts. Couple of journeymen, couple of people with fewer than 10 fights. There's a lot going on in this card. And you know, anytime we get regional cards, they want to showcase some regional talent. We're going to get regional judges. There's a lot going on here. But let me break down some of my most confident favorites and some solid underdogs that I see on this card. The only 3 like legitimate, I could say I am confident that this fighter wins. There's only 3 of them on this card. And that's because while there are some UFC debuts that I think will win, I'm just not comfortable enough to give my stamp of approval. They're basically Dana White Contender Series fights. And I see you people every week fighting with each other. Everybody's sleeping on so-and-so. This guy's a lock. And then it's just chaos at Contender Series. This card feels like it's going to be the same. I'm avoiding the UFC debuts. Most confident favorites, Angelo. The reality is he's a heavy-handed striker. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's athletic. He's got a chin made of granite, and he can wrestle. He just beat AJ Fletcher wrestling, so he can wrestle as well. He's fighting a guy that's got mediocre takedown defense and decent striking. He should be able to hang with the striking, get the takedowns, and win that fight. Fareed Basharat. This guy's very, very good. And I understand I was very, I don't want to say critical, but I talked about how Damon Blackshear stayed in Fareed's face and Fareed didn't like it. The reality is we now know how good Damon Blackshear is. And he beat Damon. It wasn't questionable. He beat him 2-1, very clearly beat him. I think Farid Basharat's got the good striking. He's got the wrestling. He has all the tools to win this fight. So I do think he does win this fight. His opponent, Clayton Rodriguez, is very tough. He's going to be in his face. It worries me a little bit, but I do trust Farid, especially more than some of these UFC newcomers. Taking on Manon Fiorot. Farid's not taking on Manon Fiorot. That brings me to Manon Fiorot. She's fighting Rose Namajunas, former champion, but former champion at the weight below the weight that they're fighting at. So Rose lost her belt, then got her clock cleaned in a grappling match where she looks softer than me, and now she's going up in weight to fight one of the hardest hitting, strongest, biggest women in this division. Makes absolutely no sense. Manon should be able to win the striking, should be able to win the grappling. Manon should win this fight minus 195. Then we have some underdogs. First of all, you can see the asterisks at the bottom. I think every one of these UFC debuts is a solid underdog. Pretty much every single one of them. There's 3-1 favorites in the mix, and I don't get it. Giannis Gamori, plus 185. The reality is he's fighting Gomez, who throws fewer than 2 significant strikes per minute. You don't know how low volume that is. That is insanely low. This guy does nothing. He does nothing. He's a clean counter striker, but if you're not commenting on him, he does nothing. Giannis will at least kick the legs. He's also boring. This is going to be the most boring fight in the card, but Giannis will at least kick the legs. Giannis will circle. Giannis could pressure forward. They're both French, so I don't expect any homer calls there. I think Giannis could be a decent underdog at plus 185. Then we got Bogdan Guskov. This guy hits like a freight train. He's got insane power. He's going to come forward. He's going to bomb weight. Is he the better fighter in this matchup? No. Is he fighting a dude that's chinny as hell? Yes. Does he have power? Yes. I think Bogdan's a solid underdog for those reasons. He's fighting a dude who's been knocked out several times, and he can knock people out. What else do we need here? And then we got Sergey Spivac in the main event. Listen, we just saw Cyril Gane get taken down and submitted. We watched Francis Ngannou take him down and win the fight like that. Cyril Gane has not shown us yet that he has wrestling defense. And he might come out in this fight and look spectacular. We know his striking is some of the best heavyweight striking we've ever seen. But the grappling is a mess. So if Sergey Spivac can push forward, grind forward, get the takedown, he could absolutely win this fight. And then again, every single UFC newcomer, frankly, well, a lot of them are fighting each other, so it's tricky. I may, and I'm not going to put it on premium. I'm not going to make a video out of it. I may just throw $20 on every single UFC newcomer underdog on this card just to see what happens, because there's a lot of them, and the values on these fights are they're just crazy what you're going to get. Let's talk about my actual bets. So I got the money line on Sergey Spivac. I'm shooting my shot. I'm taking my chance. Plus 145. I have a half unit on that. I placed it the other day. You're going to get better odds today. It has been yo-yoing. It was just plus 140 yesterday. It's plus 155 today. We'll see what the weigh-ins do. If Spivac's looking big and strong and healthy, people may go his direction on the weigh-ins. It's the public money doing small swings here and there. I have the half unit at plus 145 because, again, I think we've seen Gane not defend takedowns. We've seen him lose. His 2 losses are because he couldn't defend a takedown. This is the best wrestler he's fighting outside of John Jones. Who's to say he's not going to take him down and win that fight? Then we got Benoit Saint Denis. I got him at plus 100. If you're a premium member, you could have tailed at plus 100. He's now plus 155, minus 155, I believe, minus 156. So I got insane value on Benoit Saint Denis, and that's because I do my picks, I do my bets, I do all that a week ahead of time. So I do typically miss that initial line movement. Lines get dropped. Professional gamblers that spend a ton of money on tools, like literally bots and algorithms and alerting systems to tell them when lines drop, they hammer it instantly. Then the lines move, then they stabilize, and then the public starts moving lines. I will never beat the sharp, the initial people. They spend all of that money to get ahead of those lines, to get them literally the minute they drop. But I did beat the public on this line. So if Benoit Saint Denis wins, this is some insane value. He opened as a minus favorite, was bet down to even money, and then now he's coming all the way back up to favorite. So one full unit. And frankly, when I saw the matchup, when I saw a young, busy, come forward, nonstop wrestler with heavy hands like Benoit Saint Denis fighting Thiago Moises, I was like, this should be a minus 300 fight. And then he's plus 100. I took that. I threw a unit on it. And I get it. Thiago Moises is very, very good. He's very good. He's fought some of the best people in the division. And he's not old. I said Benoit is young. Thiago Moises, I don't even think he's 30. So he's not old. But he's got the fight years on him. He's got that old school style where he's like, yeah, decent striking, mostly jiu-jitsu. Takedowns aren't great. Takedown defense isn't great. Jiu-jitsu is great. I think Benoit's going to get past the defense, get the takedowns, and I think Benoit's got enough takedown or enough submission defense to not be submitted. Then Bogdan Guskov, I mentioned it before, that's plus 132. He's a big, heavy-handed guy fighting somebody who's chinny. It's just that simple. I threw $25 on it. They'll give me back, I don't know, 70-something, something like that. You can do the math, plus 132. So, frankly, I get it. His opponent is accomplished. His opponent has fought multiple world champions, multiple title contenders, but Ozdemir's chinny. He gets put out. He gets beat. Bogdan hits like a freight train. Bogdan is not the better fighter, but he hits very hard, and he's not chinny. So threw $25 on him. Then I have an adjusted odds prop parlay, and it's adjusted because I had Gamori and Loughran over 1.5 rounds. That fight was mixed up. They moved Loughran. They moved Gamori. They're no longer fighting each other. But because I had a parlay, and I parlayed it with Bajarat and Rodriguez over 2.5 rounds, because I had that parlay, well, the odds adjusted. So the first fight's gone, but I did place this a while ago, so I have minus 140 basically. And all it is now is just Bajarat Rodriguez over 2.5 rounds. The odds are not as good today, but I think that's a pretty safe bet. Neither Bajarat's not a finisher. Rodriguez can finish, but he's also very, very tough. Doesn't really get finished, and he can stay tough. So half a unit on that. That was a plus money parlay, which I loved, and now it's not. And then I do have a regular parlay of Angelusa and Manafro for all the reasons I mentioned before. Angelusa, while he's a big, powerful, heavy-handed striker, he actually should be able to get the takedowns to win this fight, and he's taking on a UFC newcomer who just wants to strike at range. Angelusa should be able to win that with the takedowns. Manafro fighting Rose Namajunas. Yes, former champion. Yes, lost her belt, won it back 2 times. She did that. But the reality is Manafro should be bigger. She should hit harder. She'll be the more technical striker, if not as technical of a striker, and Manon can wrestle. So pretty confident in both of them. I smashed them together. I did get plus money. I also have the safety parlay. I'll tell you right now, the safety parlay missed last week. It did. And anybody who bet against the safety parlay made money. So 2 things. 1, the safety parlay this week is 2 different money lines. I took 2 fighters, smashed them together. I didn't like any of the round props. I don't like any of the round props, at least not the ones I've already bet on. And I don't want to be overly exposed to certain fighters. So the safety parlay, if you go to WeWantPicks.com and you click become a member, you'll unlock that. The ROI on that is plus 30%. It hits at a 69-point-something% rate. So the safety parlay, while it missed last week by 2 minutes, because Zombie got put out under the 2.5 round mark, by 2 minutes it missed last week. It does hit time in and time out. I think I hit 7 of 8 before it missed last week. But if you think the safety parlay sucks, if you think it's a scam, if you want to fade me and literally bet against me, if you're a premium member in the Premium Alerts Discord, I have a link to the anti-safety parlay. I put up $100 of my own money on the safety parlay. And then you hop in there and you just say, yeah, I'm going to bet against it. So the safety parlay is plus 109. The anti is minus 114. You just need one of my fighters to lose. You just need my parlay to break. If my parlay breaks, you get paid at minus 114. So yes, it's 2 fighters, but any one of those 2 win on your side and you'll get paid. That link is in the Premium Alerts channel on our Discord. And that takes me to Jacob's Bets. Jacob's got a little more than 11 units going right now, and that does not include any of the props that drop on Friday, like most takedowns or who's going to win the first round on the scorecard, most strikes. None of those are dropped yet, so he doesn't have those on the board. But what he does have is 11 total units. I'll give you 3. There's 8 more, and then more bets to come as the week goes on. He's got Lusa McKee under 2.5 rounds at plus 130. That is his lock of the week. He didn't pick a person for lock of the week. He went Lusa McKee under 2.5 rounds because he's pretty confident that that fight will finish. And then he has Giannis Gamori at plus 3.5 points at plus 170. What that means is you're buying points on the judges' scorecards. You're buying 3.5 points. And the way that math works out is if Giannis Gamori loses a 29-28 or better, meaning if he just wins the fight, or if he loses, a split decision, or loses 29-28. If all three judges give him at least one round, then you get paid, and that's at plus 170. That is a BetOnline exclusive. If you go to WeWantPicks.com/BetOnline and you sign up using our link, I'll send you $50 as a thank you. But that prop bet, the betting the spread essentially, or buying points on the scorecard, is a BetOnline bet. And then he has Manon Farrow. He threw 2 units at Manon at minus 175. Great value there if you're a premium member, because you would have seen that at minus 175. I just mentioned it's already at minus 195. Let's take a look at the BetOpenly Bets. If you don't know what BetOpenly is, basically it's a way for you to bet me. It is peer-to-peer betting. You're not betting a sports book. You're not betting with BetOnline. You're not betting with a casino. You're betting other human beings. So my anti-safety parlay, I put $100. I put the parlay on the board. You go there. You grab the other side. If you win, you have my money in your pocket. The money that I used to buy sandwiches, you have it in your pocket. And then I imagine you're going to go to the Discord and you're going to troll me. Nobody's done that yet. Meaning I put up an anti-safety parlay last week and the safety parlay missed and nobody took the other side. So we'll see if somebody takes the other side this week. But so far, I have taken everybody else's money, and I have been rubbing it in people's faces. Nobody's taken mine just yet. So we have the anti-safety parlay, the anti-lock of the week. So you're basically betting the over on Lusa and McKee. And if you win that, you're taking Jacob's actual money. The money from his pocket, and you could tell him where you spent it. And then I built a 5-pick contest. These are incredible. These are a ton of fun on BetOpenly. The link for this is also in the description. Essentially, you pay $10 to enter the pool. You pick your best 5 fighters on the board, and whoever has the most amount of wins gets all the money in the pot, and it's unlimited, meaning it's not just 10 people. 1,000 people might sign up. 2 people might sign up. However many people grab the link, we have 17,000 subscribers almost. So however many people grab the link and spend the $10, if you got the 5 best picks, you take the entire pot. If you have the same picks as somebody else, obviously you split it. But the links to all of these bets to take our money are in the description of this video. Guys, let me send you $50. I enjoy doing it because that means I got paid. Go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our betting partners using our link, and I will send you $50 as a thank you.